Hello, hello, hello. I am in Puerto Rico living my best life. Living my best life. So happy to be here. Uh, just filled with so much gratitude and appreciation and just reinstilling my admiration for the world. Just new perspective. I'm like trying to get the background as much as I can. I'll just show y'all for a second. This is my view, my partial view. My partial view. Um, but it's still soup's wonderful. Soup's wonderful. Just so happy to be here. Um, I just had the slowest of slow mornings on the beach. Spent the whole morning on the beach, just pondering and thinking and writing. Right. Hopefully my new mic is not getting that. Hopefully. I know there's a way to I don't want to turn it off. Okay, I think I just turned on noise canceling, smart noise cancel or whatever. So hopefully that was helpful. Cuz that's annoying me. But it doesn't have to annoy you. Anyway, I was kind of debating on about what I wanted to talk about while I was here. I don't really have anything in particular that I wanted to talk about, but vibes are so high that I felt like there has to be something. And the first thing that comes to my mind that I've been talking to a lot of people about recently, and it's increasingly becoming more and more of a passion of mine, is what do I want to what am I trying to accomplish by doing any of this? By doing this, by writing, I'm planning on releasing my music this year. What do I want to accomplish with my life and with the work that I do? Because, at least for me, in order for it to be something that I'm going to stick to and for it to be an actual goal that I'm working towards, it has to have meaning. I'm someone who, almost to a fault, tries to find meaning in every single thing that I do. Everything that happens to me, everything that I see, everything that I do, I'm like digging for it to mean something, even though I know I am completely aware that sometimes things in life just don't mean nothing. Life just be lifing. But I'm always looking for meaning. And so I was sitting with myself, just, trying to figure out what is the meaning of anything that I do. And it just became clearer and clearer over time. And obviously meaning and purpose can change and evolve over time, so I'm not sticking to this. But I think it's so important for me to acknowledge how passionate I am about the fact that being a human being on this earth, being alive on this earth, is a gift. And we may not know who, what, where, when, why, how we're here, but we are here. So what are we gonna do with that? And I think it's so sad and a complete waste that a lot of people are spending the one thing that they actually own, the one thing that you actually have, that you actually own, that no one, well, not that no one can take away from you, but the one thing that you actually have ownership of at all is your life and what you do with your time. And I just can't help but believe, think, feel with my entire being that every single living, breathing human on this earth deserves to spend their time doing something that they are passionate about, doing what they love. And I've touched on this before, but I think the idea has kind of evolved. When you are a kid and you're passionate about something, you're drawn to something, those are clues right there. Those are clues about where you should be putting your energy. am under the belief that kids know who they are. Kids know who they are better than a lot of adults know who they are. And I think we have it the other way around. You're like, oh, when you're a kid, you don't know who or what you are, and you need time to discover and whatever. I think when you're born, you know exactly who you are. You know exactly what you want to be doing. But the world starts adding their little 2 cents here and there, and all of that all of your life experiences build up, and you create almost another reality for yourself. You start having to be realistic. You start having to make grown-up decisions. Then you're like, oh, I need money, so I need to get a job. Oh, this doesn't really make sense. If I'm going to do this, then I need to do that. And it doesn't, and so you start to give up on your dreams and your passions. But what if we took a step back? We tapped back into what we were innately drawn to and really focus in on that. Because there has to be a reason. And I know a lot of people don't actually believe in reason and meaning, and sometimes life just be life. I know that's a belief for a lot of people. But for me, I think that there's such beauty and such meaning in tapping into what lights that fire in you. It has to, for a reason, right? Just for my purposes, let's just it has to. You're passionate about something for a reason. You were put on this earth for a reason. And I think, kind of wrapping up this revelation I had about what I want to do with my life and with my work and what I want to advocate for, what I really believe in. I spent the last few months really trying to figure out, what does Melanie believe in? What is a cause that I would put my whole gumption into? And it is just helping other people to realize how much power they are and how powerful and how much they actually have to bring to the table. If we just take a second, just for a second, stay with me. If we for a second work under the assumption that every single person that is on this earth was placed here with a divine purpose, and they have a specific thing in their life that they I don't really like the word should, but that they should be working on to make this world a better place. That's power. That's untapped. That's power that hasn't been tapped into for a lot of us. And I just had this reawakening, this epiphany over the last few months. I've said this before again, my life changed over the last few months. And nothing physical changed. My mind changed. I had this awakening. And now I have never felt more free, more powerful. I understand more. Even when I don't understand, it's I don't understand in this weird liberating way. And that is power that is just dormant in so many people. And I think that what I'm trying to do here, at least right now in this chapter of my life, is help other people realize how much power we all have. We all have so much power. We can change our own lives. And every single human being, oh my goodness, I would die on this hill. Every single human being deserves to live a life that is fulfilling to them. They deserve to have autonomy over their life, autonomy over their time. But so many people just heads down, and I live in a big city, so I see it all the time. Heads down, just doing what you have to do, doing what you have to do to survive. We deserve more. We deserve more than to survive. We get to live, being in a place like this, and I'm going to show y'all again. Being in a place like this, seeing the beauty of the world, every single person deserves to experience beauty. The beauty that is in this world, in their own way, in their own capacity. It looks different for everybody, but everyone deserves it. They deserve fulfillment. You deserve success, but you deserve to define success for yourself. You deserve love. You deserve happiness. You deserve passion. And I think that is a belief that not very many people have. It's a belief that I didn't have for a very long time. And People think it's just the way life is. We just gotta work. We just gotta put our heads down. You work hard, play later, or whatever. I don't know, work hard, play hard, whatever. And yes, but work doesn't have to be draining. Like, I work. This to me is work. When I write, it's work. I call it work, but it's work that I love to do. I always use the analogy of a puzzle. It's like, it's a puzzle for me. Writing is a puzzle. It's hard. Sometimes it literally like makes my head hurt, makes my brain hurt. Sometimes it makes me cry. Sometimes I have to take a step back and then revisit it later. But it's work that I will never give up doing, because once you finish that puzzle, you have a beautiful picture. People do puzzles. People do crossword puzzles. People do physical puzzles. People do challenges for fun. That's what it is. Your work can be a challenge. It can be hard. It doesn't mean it's going to be easy. But it can be fulfilling and it can be fun. Why are so many people in this world wasting their life? I don't want to say wasting either. I'm trying not to use negative words, but they're spending their lives doing work that they do not want to be doing, that they're only doing because they need money in their pocket just to eat. That's a whole other podcast. But it's just like the basic human rights have become luxury. So now everyone is spending their time and their energy and their mental space and their physical strength doing things that they were not put on this earth to do, that they don't want to be doing, just to meet basic human needs, basic human things that you need to survive. And living and experiencing life, all of that above here, has become luxury, when it should just be accessible, because basic human needs, surviving things should, I shouldn't have to work for that. That's basic human rights. And a basic human right is also living your life and walking in your purpose. And I think I'll close with this. I hope this is not too loud, but I'll close with this. I think that there's a certain point in certain people that have even given up on discovering their purpose. Like, if I ask them right now, what do you actually want to be doing? And I've asked this question to a lot of people. It's actually my favorite question to ask people. If you, like, your dream life, dream day, what do you want to be doing? Dream career, dream, like what do you want to be doing with your time and with your life? And some people, right off the bat, they have an answer, but they don't know how to get there. And then some people don't know. And that makes me so sad, which is why I'm choosing in this moment to dedicate my life to helping people realize their purpose, and helping people as I go through my journey of achieving my goals and reaching my dreams and walking in my purpose, what I believe is my purpose right now. Helping people along the way do the exact same thing, because the world has not only stopped us from believing we can achieve our dreams, it's also stopped us from even knowing what our dreams are a lot of the time. And that's not okay. That's not normal. We're operating in a very, very interesting, twisted world where a lot of what we think is normal is not normal. And a lot of what should be normal seems radical and seems crazy and seems like I have my head in the clouds. But once we realize that this is normal, not me, but like the words that I'm saying shouldn't be revolutionary ideas, that's when we can start really, really getting down to it. Really getting down to it. Yeah, that's the message. Everyone deserves, everyone, and we need to stop fighting each other and realize that everyone deserves to walk in a purpose that's harmonious. We wouldn't be on this planet together if there wasn't a way to live harmoniously. Each of us walking in a space of freedom and peace and fulfillment and abundance. It's a human right. It's a human right. And I'm gonna keep fighting for that. This is the message that I'm fighting for. And I've never ever in my life been more excited about the future. Ever. which is how I know that this is exactly what I need to be doing. And I hope that this mic works, because there's some loud things happening behind me. So I hope that this video worked. But smile. Actually, I'm not going to tell you to do that. I was gonna sign off with a cute little message, but you deserve the world. You literally deserve the world. You deserve the life of your dreams. And start acting like it. All right? Love you guys.